Hey folks, I'm here, welcome back to the channel, thank you for watching. In this episode I'm going to look at my Gsx600f daily ride. As you can see, I got a few hundred kilometers at the bike already, and the clutch is terrible, to be honest. Actually, the feeling on the handle, it's really hard, and the arrangement, it's really short where the clutch is operating, so it's really like a different bike. So I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna put back the used factory springs at this period, and later I'm just gonna replace, but now I get different things to do. And actually the shifting itself, it's really good in a higher RPM in the higher gears, just the takeoff it's really hard. But because I gonna do anyway the service, in this episode I'm going to work on the front end, because I have found a really big cut on the front tire and a huge crack next to it, so it could be dangerous. Do not explode the tire. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to replace the front tire, and if the wheel is out, then I'm gonna do the forks as well to replace the oil. This would be also be done by the service itself, so that's what I'm gonna do. And here are a lot of chips, a lot of bits are missing from the tire, so probably it's mostly did step on this place, I don't know, but it looks really strange, so it's another good reason to replace the tire. But this one is definitely this is not really good, so it could be dangerous. So this is gonna be the things to do now. So first I'm gonna take off the calipers at both sides. Gonna lose the wheel, of course, and in this model here has a M6 really short bolt at both sides, because the cartridge itself has been positioned with this one. So if you would lose the bottom, the upper side of the fork would probably completely get loose and just can pull down the bottom. But because I'm just gonna change the oil, I'm not gonna take the forks out and take apart, just lose up this 10 millimeters, drain out the oil, open up the top to spray in some brake cleaner to clean the inner side, and later just this one put back and fill up with oil. So hopefully it's not gonna be a too big job, and meanwhile it's dropping, I'm just gonna change the tire. It seems to be a quick job, let's find it out. So the brakes are off and the wheel is out already, so it's just gonna be a really quick take out this little one, and then open up the top to get some air to let it dry out completely. It should be really quick. It's gonna go a little bit hard, probably wasn't moved for a while. And that's it, it's already running out a little bit slowly, but when I'm gonna open the top, it's just gonna run out much faster. And I'm gonna do it on the other side as well, and then I'm gonna have time to work on the wheels to take off the tire and put in the new one. Meanwhile they are running dry. Now the top is off, the button is running out much faster. It's on a little bit because of the pressure run over, but now, as you see, it's nicely coming out. Still not the 30, so it's still okay, but yeah, it's better to swap, better to be a good fresh oil all the time. So let's do it on another side too. Now they have time to dropping out, so I can start to take off the tire and put on the new one, and it's almost on the sign already, and a lot of small cracks already, so it's just in time to replace it. The old tire is off already, so I'm gonna clean a little bit the rim, and I'm gonna spray some brake cleaner into the forks to clean out the rest of the leftover oil. It's not so far already. Now the surface is clean, so the new tire gonna close well, and now I have to put in the new valve and then can put on the new tire already. So here's a new tire. I have to check the rotation yet. It says in this direction, and this side is for the kilometer counter, so the tire gonna go on like this. Does not, well, yeah, it's gonna match up nicely. And what is important yet, it's always a dot on the tire which always goes to the valve, so when the tire is on, have to keep attention. That's one for sure, match up with the valve. Finally, the tire is on. I put the sign to the valve, and just for double check before I pump up, this is the rotation, so this is good because this is of the right side of the bike. The wheels gonna spin at this direction. So now I'm just gonna put in some air, do the balancing, and she's ready to go back. So the last step of the process of the tire replacement is the balancing, and I just did take off the old weights, and luckily it worked out well. So the tire is perfectly balanced with the old weights, which is really good news. I'm happy about it. So yeah, I can put her back already. Meanwhile, these are drained out. I did spray a little bit more brake cleaner later, so now I can put back the bolts and the wheel can go back finally. Now everything is back already. The wheel has been torqued, the brakes are back too. The last part that is missing, the positioning that I'm gonna do when the bike front is down. So now the last step of the process, to fill up with oil. And here's a nice fresh oil, around a little bit less than half liter in each fork. So this is one of the last steps. The left one is done already, and the right, now the last few drops going inside, and then I just have to put back the cap and she can go back to the ground, tied up the positioning, and then she's actually ready. We are really close to finish. And finally she is complete with a nice new fresh tire, ready for the season already. The front end, the brake pads are still good, so they're gonna be enough for at least one more season. And so now the fresh oil is in. Hopefully it's gonna have a really good bouncing. We're gonna be really safety. And now I'm gonna ride her again a few kilometers, scrubbing the tire a little bit, and then gonna have the big job. The springs are in for the carburetor, and then I'm gonna check the valve clearances, new spark plugs, new air filter, and of course the carburetor, which is gonna be a big one. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, see you in the next one. Bye bye.